No, I'm waiting before I go to work and move these boxes for a long time. Get tired and go home. No, I'm on. I know a little bit about history, and Henry VIII had his wife Anne Boleyn killed because she couldn't provide him with a male heir. And that's a testament to a couple things. Number one, we know what women are here for. We know that. But also in our matriarchal community, which is what community I'm talking about, where do queens want to think that they have more rights and privileges and are more regal than the king himself? Think about it. The king, talking about Henry VIII, has so much power, he made up a story that his wife was unfaithful so he could have her killed. Now, let's say the queen was complaining about the sex acts that Henry VIII wanted her to perform and she didn't like to do it. Do you think she would have had a shoulder to cry on? You think anybody would have been concerned about her what her plight was? Yet and still, because she couldn't provide a male heir, which is something, the man is responsible for the sex of the child. The woman can't control that. Neither can the man, but not to go off into biology, but the sex is determined by the male. Most people know that. So something that's really not her fault, or he's got more of an impact on it than she does. And he had her killed? Really? Like, doesn't that show you how ass backwards these black women think that they're regal and they need to be worshipped, and these clown ass niggas do that shit? Like, seriously, they had things so much better back then. Men knew that women were a commodity and something to be, I don't want to say something to be, basically something to be thrown away when it no longer suits your purpose, man. But in our community, we don't see it like that. We want to praise these women, which is completely ass backwards. Well, I'm just not going to do it anymore. I saw a video just now about Kid Organic had Ice Cube. No. Ice Cube was up there talking to Vivica Fox and them and all that. I'll talk more about that later, but this stupid. See, did you see that? That car that just rode past was a woman driving the car, and there's cones right in front of me. She just ran them over. Typical woman, man. I'm telling you. I got more to talk about that whole issue with the Trump thing, with the guns and everything else, because Koji Master said something about, do you want why do you think white supremacy would let y'all have guns? I'm going to get on that. I'm going to talk about that in a later video. We don't really, if you notice, we don't really always stick to subjects. Like last night was Ice Cube, tonight is women. Things change, but yeah, we'll get to address that in Ox. But I ain't forgot about the chicks. I gotta slow down. I gotta do that when I'm slowed down. I've been moving fast because of this work environment, and plus, I'll talk about it later. But yeah, man, Anne Boleyn couldn't give the dude a male heir, and he had her killed. It tells you what women are good for, and the fact that the men should be running shit, and in our community, they ain't running a goddamn thing. That's why the community's so fucked up. Let it stay that way.